To lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Man doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Let's go. The band is back. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We got a great episode for y'all today. We got a lot of college ball to talk about, man. I think this is the first time on the show we doing this. We got to talk about two firings, man, two legendary type players, right, in college and the NBA, right? Both of them, getting fired as head coaches. So we're gonna talk about that. Listen, man, I hope y'all fill out y'all brackets. We got March Madness here. As far as the NCAA tournament, we gotta give our picks and predictions for like each region and the national championship game. Like, we're gonna do that right now. And lastly, we got your not so average top 5 NBA MVPs right now, y'all. I know this is a topic that's been done a long time ago, but we here now. But I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars, as y'all can see, he's back. And we got Mr. Your Done Son himself, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to see how y'all feel about these coaches getting let go. And then I know I watched CTC, but I want to see what Dave gonna do with this March Madness bracket, man. I know that was a tough one, but hey, some people, if you ain't watched CTC, you gonna have to see it again.
Yeah, me. I'm excited. But Joe, we the big three, like we started the league, man.
Okay,
you know that, right? So the big three is back, man. We here to talk about some college basketball, and y'all don't know how important it is to be a part of this big three, because me and Tom don't know what the reaction is going to be in the top 5.
Oh man,
I'm telling y'all, man. Hey. A certain Dallas Maverick fan ain't gonna be happy.
I mean, I'm like 20% a Mavs fan, so I'm a little upset myself.
Yeah, he a Dallas fan. That's
Dallas thing, man.
That's silver and blue, man. But I'm excited about this. Thank you, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, not trading for Zach Wilson. I ain't got to worry about hearing about those news. Thank you. I appreciate it. Actually, I'm not even mad at that, because they were asking for a lot.
They were. I saw that day. I was like, yo.
They letting you know, like, look, if you want him, you're going to have to give us everything, because we plan on paying him.
A first-round pick
and Zay Jones. So, but yeah, man, let's get started. It is Tuesday.
Woo!
And what we do on Tuesday, we take over and we turn up.
Oh, my bad. Wrong.
Up. Let's get it.
Although it was the Memphis Grizzlies, but
hey, I was ready to come on here and say, Joe, you got a point.
Overtime, like, come on. I'm telling y'all.
Every time, man. Every time y'all play down to the competition, man.
I'm telling y'all, man. All right, so welcome.
You about to say welcome. Look, that's the wrong.
All right, man. We are streaming this on 3 platforms. We are streaming this on X, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms, and you can hit it's a notification button. I know on X, There's one on YouTube. I'm not sure about Facebook, but hit that notification button so you can be notified whenever we put out new content on those platforms. All right, and you want to share. You want to share the video because we know you're watching right now. We know you, like Tom always said, you're probably in traffic on the way to work. You're probably already at work, or you probably had a day off and just chilling in the house on the couch eating a bowl of cereal. I don't know what you're doing, but you tuning in. Make sure you share this so others could tune in with you, and you can use that comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show, right? And when you put a comment, we're gonna throw it on the screen as long as it's appropriate. But if you're feeling generous and you want to, go down to the bottom right of your bottom right corner of your screen, phone, whatever you're looking at, and you in the comment section, you will see you click a $sign, and you can put in a super chat, all right? Or you might have a membership milestone, membership milestone. Now, the one what they put in is gonna be blue, all right? We appreciate the blues, right? But we like the orange and the red a little better. Shout out to Tomo. I'm mad it's right there though, right?
Hey man, that's what happens when you got kids, man.
Bro, for real.
That thing is right there. So, but yeah, so you do the super chat. We're gonna pause the host, no matter what's going on. We're gonna hit you with the hold up sound, and we're gonna put the super chat on the screen, pause everything, and read it out loud, and we're gonna respond to it because we appreciate all the donations and the gifts.
Donations, gifts.
Last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
Man, like something about this March Madness, Carl been waiting all year. Carl said, look, man, my NBA team ain't that good, so I'm watching NBA basketball, and I kind of feel them because it's been entertaining. Like, we got the ladies turning up. Like we said, we got people jumping out of the crowd. They so excited that the girls is balling now. We got Caitlin Clark out here just breaking records. Angel Reese calling people trash. Like, I'm just loving what's going on in basketball as far as college basketball, because what the Wizards is doing, trust me, you want to watch some college basketball. But we got a few coaching changes that happened as well. So, some people say coaches don't make adjustments at halftime, but it's looking like these colleges are making these coaches adjustments. They like, hey, Jerry, Juwan, you're done, son. Like, I don't want to sound so bad, but it's like, you're done, son. Both of them got fired recently. The first one I think we're gonna touch on is Jerry Stackhouse. He was told last Thursday that, hey man, your time here at Vanderbilt it's concluded. We're gonna give you a $15 million payout. That's what some people are expecting. But thank you, but no thank you. And we're gonna talk about Juwan Howard too. Juwan Howard was fired, Fab Five member. Some people may remember Juwan from that scuffle that he had I think that was around the pandemic time or right after the pandemic. But Dave, both of these coaches are now out. What's your reaction?
Well, I'm not surprised by either firing, honestly. Not surprised by either one. So Jerry Stackhouse, I'll start with him first. He was the head coach for the Vanderbilt Commodores, but they had a horrible season. They were 9-23 on the season, and he had a overall bad record in the SEC. He was 28-60 in the SEC. So 3 losing seasons in 5 years is not going to give you any success.
Hold up.
Okay. Start off. The guy that needed to be here. What up, Kev? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Welcome to the Luca and Kyrie show, sponsored by R2L's greatest sports platform on the net. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Hashtag Hurts for MVP. Hashtag Ski Mask Howie. Yeah, he is definitely a ski mask. He just robbed Hassan Reddick with some money. Hashtag Go Mavs Go.
And look, while the super chat is up here, hey Kevo, shout out to TK Sweets. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna make an order when I come out there this weekend.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an order too. Definitely. Definitely make an order.
Have seen it. That $5 super chat.
Hey.
That's facts.
Forget to
Jerry Stackhouse, even though he had a terrible record, if I'm him, I'm not too upset because I'm walking away with $15 million. He got a $15 million buyout from the Commodores. And one thing that I'm not sure if this is what Joe was about to touch on, but there's a specific reason as to why they aren't competitive because the mindset of him as a head coach is not what you need for success. Just from what he said. He said that he came there to just be a part, like close to the level of where the best basketball teams are. And that's not the mindset you should have as a head coach, in my opinion. You should have the mindset that you want to be better than everyone or be great, not be on par with everybody else. You want to be great. And then he's pretty much using the NIL as an excuse as to why his team is not doing well. Is that what you were about to touch on, Joe?
Yeah, no, you're good. I got another,
right. I just want to make sure I'm not taking your entire point. That's
all. No. Go ahead. Right. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah. So he basically, so I have his comment right here. He said, when we first started here, we thought just getting on par with the other schools, having facilities and things like that would help. Now that's not enough. Used to be where you could go, you make all the calls and go show kids as much as you can, do all those type of things. Now you got to reach out to their agents. You know what I'm saying? That's where it is in order to really get in the door. NIL, that's a big part of it. You got to be a player in that. Quite frankly, we haven't been a big player in that just yet. So he's not adjusting to what all the other coaches are doing. All the other coaches are using the NIL as an advantage. Exactly. You got to look at Duke, look at North Carolina, look at UConn, look at all the top schools in college basketball. They're using the NIL to their advantage to get the best players. Duke still hasn't missed out on good players. North Carolina hasn't missed out on good players. Purdue hasn't missed out on good players. Neither has schools like Houston. You look at Houston. Houston's a number 1 seed in college basketball right now, and it's like, all right. What else are you going to do? I mean, yes, you're in Vanderbilt, so it's not – you don't look at that school as a college basketball or even a college football school, honestly. That's more of a baseball school. That's more of a college baseball school. But you got to adjust. If you want more, use your name. You're Jerry Stackhouse. You played in the NBA. You used to play for North Carolina. You used to play you play for the Dallas Mavericks. You play for the Washington Wizards. Like, you're known. Use that as an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You see what Deion Sanders did? That's prime. He's also in Colorado, a school that ain't known for a lot in college. And even though they didn't have a great season, he got look at all these recruits he pulled in because of the NIL. So Jerry Stackhouse, I'm sorry, you just got swept out because you didn't adjust to the game.
Joe, before you go, Dave, could you read that quote one more time that he said?
The last part?
Yeah.
Or the entire thing?
Nah, just the last part.
You have to be a player. I'm going to start here. That's where it is in order to really get in the door. NIL, that's a big part of it. You have to be a player in that. Quite frankly, we hadn't been a player in that yet.
Wasn't this the same Jerry Stackhouse when LeBron went down to Miami that was on NBA TV talking some, hey man, I'm just trying to get down to Miami so I can steal me a ring. So clearly, Jerry, you know how to pitch for a job. So why would you say that to them kids? You gonna blame the NIL? No. Do the same thing that you did on NBA TV to say, hey, look, I am Jerry Stackhouse. Like, we're not saying like Jerry Stackhouse was a top 5. Like he was Jordan or somebody, but Jerry Stackhouse, when you hear Jerry Stackhouse name, you know who Jerry Stackhouse is. Whether you're a Wizard, he did somehow, some way end up on Miami. I don't know how it happened, but he got down there.
Hey, you say he
did, but he ain't win a ring, so that's on him.
See, and then look, he probably said the same thing leaving out of Miami. He was like, you know what, man? Maybe if LeBron was there, he probably blame LeBron instead of just blaming something that he could have did. Mm-hmm. So for me, everything that you said, Dave, I agree with it. Because look at your record, 70-92. Yes, when he first got there, they were like 0-18. He led them to their first double-digit season, and then they got to a tournament. But at the end of the day, you have to build upon that success. You can't just let that one run ruin everything. And then a lot of coaches are going to start to use that NIL as an excuse. They're going to try to use it. And so one more thing to piggyback off of your Deion Sanders thing. Deion Sanders did exactly what we telling Jerry. Use your name and your momentum to attract players. Nobody wanted to go to a HBCU to play football. Deion Sanders went down there, and how many kids started going to Jackson? How many kids, once he went to Colorado, it was cold. It's cold. Prime even know it's cold.
It's freezing.
Look how many kids is going to Colorado now. So, look, Jerry, you could have been a little bit better at what you were doing. But that 15 mil, I ain't mad at you. Drop a super chat.
Yeah. But I agree with both of y'all. Piggyback over what Dave said, the NIL deal. I was gonna go that route. And you said it, use your name, your likeness, man. Use your name and your likeness, all right? And if anything, the NILs is actually helping the smaller schools, in my opinion. Like, you look at last year's Final Four, who we had? We had Miami, DU, all right?
Mm-hmm.
We had UConn, Florida Atlantic, and San Diego State. And that's because of the talent is spread out now. The talent is spread out, I believe, more. The people who was normally complaining about the NIL deals are the big schools. The people who used to get all the talent, and now all the talent is not coming to the big schools.
Yep, like Alabama and football, because Nick Saban had a huge problem with the NIL.
He retired.
I mean, the Charger, the Dodge dealership. Never mind.
I'll keep on going with the analogy. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, I ain't gonna start no noise.
All right, man. Hey, man, Roscoe Jenkins. But look, though, man. My whole thing is you gotta use your name and likeness, man. And then, like, Jerry Stackhouse, since he's been there, the last time they made it to the NCAA tournament was 2017. Since he's been, they missed the tournament. They said, you know what? Let's get Jerry Stackhouse. Let's go get a former NBA player, former great college player from UNC, right? UNC. So we're gonna bring him in, and they haven't made a tournament. They haven't made an NCAA tournament, and like they said, this year is terrible. All right, so I mean, I'm not mad at this. Like you say, he's still getting 15 mil. All right, and will he get another chance? Hopefully so. But I mean, those comments in the press conference doesn't help your case. Right? So because we in a new era with the NIL. Sorry, they're not gonna go away because every time coaches and organizations kill the NILs, it just looks bad because at the end of the day, the kids are receiving money. They're able to take care of their family because of this. So every time you hear negativity about it, the competition, it's a lot of schools are doing good with it. So get with the program, adjust with the new time. So I'm not mad at the firing, and I understand why they did it.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Step your game up. Now for Juwan Howard. Crazy thing about him is he actually got to the NCAA tournament. However, this year was pretty bad for Michigan, and I'm pretty sure Carl is actually excited about this. They were 8-24 this season, so they have a worse record than the Commodores, which is not good. Although he has an overall better record, 82-67 in his college career as a basketball coach. Like I said, they made the NCAA tournament in 2022, 2023. So just the most recent one, they were in the tournament. Of course, they didn't make it far. We all know Joe just mentioned who was in the Final Four. But he won a Big Ten championship there, back-to-back Sweet 16 appearances. He was a game within the Final Four before. He won the Big Ten Coach of the Year in 2021. He was the AP National Coach of the Year. So he's had more success than Jerry Stackhouse. But like I said, I mean, it's more about what have you done for me lately. And this Michigan team, who almost had Caleb Love, who was a transfer from UNC. He actually went to Arizona instead, but he had him in the door. But then a whole bunch of controversy came out of Michigan, so he decided to leave and go to Arizona.
Talking about the fake classes?
Yeah. So that happened, and then I mean, the only reason why I feel sort of bad about this is because he didn't make the first 10 games this year because he had open heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So that's maybe the one reason why I feel like this, they could have given him another chance, but it's college. I mean, you can't a team with the 8-24 record after you just made the NCAA tournament the season prior, it's just not good. It don't look good, especially with the NIL that's here. And it's the same thing. You're Juwan Howard. You're the Fab Five. You're known in Michigan more than almost any other basketball player. You and Chris Webber. You're the two main players that are known there more than anyone else. So
we know why they know Chris Webber.
Exactly. And look, Chris Webber not there is you. You the one that's there. You the one that represent them. And the other one is Jalen Rose. But you're the one that's there. You're the one that they look to. You're the coach that they see. So you should be able to get more than 8 wins in one season. So, like I said, I mean, it's what happens. I believe he had something. He had like a farewell speech. He said that, I want to thank University Board of Regents and AD Ward Manuel for privilege of coaching Michigan, my university, for these past 5 years. And he just talked about all the stuff that he shared with the team. He had health challenges this past season, but like I said, it's more so about what have you done for me lately. And an 8-24 record is not good enough. I understand you missed 10 games, but even if you take away those 10 games, you're 8-14. It's just that's not a winning record.
And also, the head coach is in charge of starting like hiring his staff, right?
Yeah, he's in charge of hiring the staff. He's in charge of all the scouting. Like they a head coach in college is in charge of everything. They're basically the GM, other than the AD. The AD is just there to put the money in for the schools and stuff like that, and like all the athletic directors and all this other stuff. But the head coach is in charge of everything, pretty much. They're in charge of their staff. They're in charge of who's starting, who's sitting, all of that.
So that right there is why the open heart surgery, like, of course, life happens and life on life. But again, this is your staff, so they should have been able to win games, because at the end of the day, you hired your assistant coaches. They should have been able to win at least 5 of those 10 games while you was out, and they couldn't do that. So that right there lets the Board of Education, or whatever they call it at the college. See, I'm a high school dropout, but I got my diploma. But that right there let the school know. They're like, well, can we trust Juwan's judgment? Because, well, he did go back to back, and with the Big Ten championships, and with the he won Big Ten championships and went back to back with the Sweet 16. Let me correct myself before Carl come in here and be like, it's Michigan. So let me correct myself. But they like, well, if you put all these pieces into place and you got these players here, how come they can't win when you're around? Because again, your chain is what is it? Your chain is as strong as your weakest link. And if your coach is not there, the assistant coach should have been able to step up. Or the backup to the backup, the defensive coordinator, offense. Somebody should have been able to be like, hey guys, we down 10, make something happen. Then the fake classes thing, that's another thing that looks bad. You gotta also think about the suspension because of the altercation with him and the other coach. Yeah. There's a lot of things that was just on his record that made them be like, you know what? This is our moment. Also, the football where Harbaugh just left. So Michigan, like, look, we just gonna clean house and start over fresh. That's how I look at it. Joe.
Yeah, man. It's so look, the first 10 games. You say out the first 10 games, eh? It was the first 10 games. All right. The first 10 games, they went 5-5. All right. Then he came back and then they won. And then
I take back my statement then.
They
won 5 out of 10. Never mind.
Okay. But here's the thing though. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Double brother out, Joe.
It was a bad record after that.
After that first win, they won one more game after that and lost. They lost. They won 2 games and lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games. While ending the season in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game losing streak.
That's terrible.
Now look, I felt a little bit differently about this one than Jerry Stackhouse because Juwan Howard is a former Michigan Warrior, Wolverine. All right, like you said, he was coach of the year. He did lead them to the tournament twice. Got and made a deep run. Right. Well, I think they were a 4th seed that year. I'm not mistaken. Right. But anyways, this season alone was bad though. It was bad. and the suspension. You know what I mean? Like just the altercation. Like you said, you got people who didn't go to Michigan because of the drama that's going on in Michigan, which that part of it and the class thing. I don't think that had nothing to do with John Howard though, right? But the fact that how they ended the season was terrible. I mean, you talking about 2-19 in last 21 games when y'all started off 5-5 without you. That's crazy. So, I mean, maybe they pulled the trigger too soon, but with the altercations along with all this stuff going on, I see why. Now, if he didn't have the suspension and all that stuff, right, then I would be like, come on, man, I can't let that man go that fast. I mean,
I would have said give him another chance. I mean, he won AP Coach of the Year. So,
and he's only 2 years removed from not making a tournament. That's
exactly.
it. I mean, he made a tournament back-to-back seasons, and then the last two he hasn't. But yeah, man, like get that man. Like he's part of Jimbo said he's part of the Fab Five, you know. But the altercations, the suspension that came with it, and the drama, you know, attracting recruits and stuff like that. That was probably a problem. That's probably why they moved on from him. But so, man, 2 coaches, former NBA players, and let go like that. And it's around the same time too.
I'll say this though. I think this may be a little misconstrued because we forget that Penny Hardaway is also a coach in college basketball, and he has some success. So
Memphis,
I wouldn't say.
Oh, you want to comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah, he said former NBA. He meant players. Former NBA players are good for camps, but coaching. I think it all depends on who it is. I think that it just depends on who it is, because. Like I said, Jerry Stackhouse is probably a definite no. I would say Juwan Howard gets another shot before Jerry Stackhouse does because he's shown that he can make the tournament.
Good moments, yeah.
And he made the Elite Eight before. So it's not like he can't do anything in basketball. It's just the last 2 years haven't been good. And this one was really bad. So I think Jerry Stackhouse is probably just be somebody's assistant coach or something. But I was
gonna say Jerry could go to the HBCU, find a HBCU to coach, start back over. They need coaches too. That's a big name. Go there because I mean, at the end of the day, that was the whole thing with Deion when he left. He was like, I can't be the only coach that goes there. Like other coaches are down here. Like you got what's my man, Eddie George. He's still a football coach. The ex-head coach for the Raiders, and he was the defensive was he the defensive or offensive coordinator for the Bengals or the Browns? What's my man? He was the head coach for the Browns at one point. I forgot his name, but yeah, you got coaches that's just out there. So don't think that the big name schools is good.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm bad. Go ahead.
No. I thought you had his name, but yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, but you could don't just think. NCAA is more than just Duke, Carolina, Michigan,
Kentucky, Kansas,
MSU.
It's more than the blue. It's more than the blue bloods.
Yeah, like you can bounce back, and you got 15 M's. Imagine you going to Howard with the 15 M's, and they look good now. I ain't saying you got to spend the whole 15 on Howard, but you got 15. Juwan, they gave him 3, so that right there lets you know they really didn't let Juwan go, but they said we're gonna give you 3 because we feel bad for the open heart situation. But hey, man.
Yeah.
What's the payout for refuse to lose?
And here's the thing though with the HBCU thing, difference between football and college basketball. And the payout actually coming out tomorrow. What's today's date? 2 days. Stay tuned. But last thing before we go, the difference between NCAA football and then college basketball is that like when you go to these HBCUs, these schools that's not known for being like Final Four finalists, you can do that in college basketball. Like college basketball, everybody has a chance to win a national championship game. It's not the case in college football. College football, bro. Like Deion was going undefeated. That man never got it. I mean, come on, man.
Jackson State would have had no chance against Alabama. I'm telling you that right now. They would have got blown out.
I mean, he knew that. That's why he kept telling you, like, why y'all asking us to play them? Like, we still trying to get our stuff together.
So, well, basketball though, like, you can make a deep run.
Yeah.
and get yourself out there. And then you could you could literally come there and turn a program around. You know what I mean? Like, look what happened to Butler, right? Like, Butler went to 2 national championship games, and ever since then, Butler hasn't been the same. I met people from Butler. They tell me all the time, like the organization, the college is different. Like, more money is getting put into the college because of those 2 runs. Like, you know, so yeah, man, let's do it.
One run makes one run. You can be talked about on CTC. Talking about the shows on the network, Joe.
Let's get it. So look, man, this is a network, not just a show. It's a network, man. Starting off with BWT. Look, all these channels, I'm going to go over have their own channel. All right. So just type in their show name on YouTube. You should be able to find them. Or you go in the description of this video and you will see the link for their shows. All right. So first one, BWT, Baseball with Teddy. This is all baseball talk. Teddy is a baseball guru. So all the baseball content do refuse to lose. We'll go through BWT. All right. So the regular season is around the corner. So we gotta stay tuned for BWT. CTC, Carl Talking College. Like I said 2 days ago, Carl, Dave, you see Dave right there. And Teddy, Mr. BWT, they were all on Carl's show giving their reactions to the brackets, and they made their pick. So we kind of know where Dave was going, but that was on the top of the dome. Dave even had time to sit and think. That was to the spirit of the moment. So maybe Dave is going somewhere else today. We'll see though. All right. So make sure you got tuning in to CCC, Carl Talking College. All right. FFC, y'all, he's back today, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you got tuned into FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Joe, Fantasy Football, what? It's only March. Fantasy Football was found until September. He's not just doing fantasy football. He's giving y'all NFL talk, period. He's going to go through the whole offseason, training camp, all that stuff. All right? And he's the most animated person on the network. So make sure you got tuned in to FFC today at 11 a.m.
I will be making my guest appearance.
Oh, you going today? Yes, okay, check. All right. King's Talk with Joe Jordan. Now, look, I know I told you yesterday we're going to have an episode, man, but hey, things happen, right? But let's look for a new episode of King's Talk. This is strictly Sacramento Kings basketball talk. So you're a Sacramento Kings fan, definitely tune in because your boy know what he's talking about. But if you're an NBA fan, man, tune in also because we might be talking about your squad, especially like that being because we won last night, even though it was in overtime against Memphis. All right. Next, we got RBO, Real Ballers Only. This is an NBA only show. He just dropped the episode yesterday at 3:20 Eastern time, 3:30 Eastern time. Make sure you got to tune in today. He talked about Sabonis breaking his record, and he talked about Paolo's impact on the Orlando Magic. That's not really getting talked about a number 1 overall pick. So make sure you got to tune into RBO with Vaughn. NBA content goes to RBO. And we got Dave, Dave's Doghouse, right? Dave sitting right here, as y'all can see. This show is, man, it's crazy, right? If you are in the sports world and you don't do your job, media, players, coaches, a front office, family members, anybody, right? If you don't do your job, you get put in the doghouse. And you tune in to Dave's show this Wednesday, 9 p.m., right? Wednesday or 7 p.m.
Wednesday, 8 p.m.
I was wrong all over. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. When y'all tune in, y'all gonna see the doghouse. That thing was like a dog pound for real with all those people in there, right? Shout out to Philly. But make sure y'all tune in to Dave Doghouse because if you do excellent, if you do your job and over succeed at your job or over exceed your job, right? Then he will put you in the yard as a dog. So not only he highlights people with the low lights, he highlights people with the highlights. All right. So shout out to Dave Doghouse. Make sure y'all tune into that. And lastly, the fastest growing show on the network. I know Dave told me he got something to say about that. But in the red corner, all right, in the red corner, this is boxing only with Fast Cat, Tony, Ricky, and Ty. All your boxing content goes through this. Now, they should be having an episode dropping this Sunday. Matter of fact, they are having an episode dropping this Sunday at I don't know what time, right? They're gonna let y'all know. You know, I'm not gonna be quiet, but they got an episode coming on this Sunday. But usually they are every other Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you got to tune in to In the Red Corner. And those are all your shows. Back to you, Tomo.
And Joe, tell them, man, look, if they want to know when In the Red Corner going to happen, y'all waited almost 3 years for Spence and Earl. So, I mean, you can wait for a little schedule. It is what it is, but just no Sunday.
It waited longer with Floyd and Pacquiao.
I mean, Come on now. Some people
Hopefully
waited.
we finally get our wish and see Jake Paul get knocked out.
I wish this.
Come on, Tyson. You got
I
one
forget
job.
that segment.
You got one job, just one job. But speaking of jobs, the hardest part of like March outside of St. Patrick's Day and you getting turned up and celebrating is filling out a bracket. Filling out these brackets. Some people, they pick by the school's colors. Some people pick by the mascot. Some people say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick all one seeds." Some people say, "I'm gonna go with all underdogs," because that first day, somebody's gonna get upset. But I was watching CTC and I was like, I wonder how this gonna play out. And then Joe just hit us with the question. He said, "We gotta pick our Final Four and the champion." So it wouldn't be fun if we didn't do it on the big show. We gotta talk about the marching champs.
Oh, I like that title.
I mean, who y'all got in the Final Four? Because Dave did. That's Dave. That's all Dave.
Okay, Dave. You talk about okay.
He. So we're gonna do the Final Four.
Trying to channel my inner Tomo. That's all.
Hey, I mean, I'm in the dog yard, y'all. I ain't in the dog house like Jerry and them. Oh, Jerry Stackhouse, Jerry Jones. There's a lot of Jerrys in the dog house.
Oh, it's not. What's going on?
My man wanted a solo moment.
Dang.
Well, you can tell us your Final Four predictions then, since you want the big screen.
All right, this is tough. Obviously, every year this is tough, right? Every year this is tough. But my for sure one was UConn. All right, I got UConn winning the East. All right, the West. I know where Dave went with the West, right? But I'm gonna take a different route. I'm gonna go Arizona in the West. All right, in the Midwest. Now I think the Midwest. So it came out with me with Purdue, obviously, but I'm gonna go with Creighton. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Creighton. And for the South region, I'm going with Houston.
Yeah, I like how you did that because I didn't look at the actual. I'm one of them people that picked off of just a little bit of CTC knowledge, but a little bit of just me just like throwing it out there. And you did the whole East, West. All right, so look, I got UConn versus North Carolina.
Okay.
Then I got Houston versus Gonzaga. That's my final four.
Gonzaga? I feel like Gonzaga always get picked and they never make it.
I'm one of them people. They got to do it at some point. They got to do it. You got to get them back.
You got one there. So mine is UConn, Houston, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
You said okay. All right. Champion.
So it's funny, right? Because look, Dave, I'm gonna tell you, I watched CTC all the way up until the point before y'all picked our champions, and I left. I didn't finish that part of the episode. So I don't want you to think this was because of you. I filled my bracket out. Shout out to Carl. You got the bracket on ESPN. So I filled my bracket out. And I got North Carolina versus Gonzaga.
Whoa.
So if y'all already say Gonzaga not gonna make it, then you know who gonna win. UNC.
Oh,
I got them winning it all.
I ain't mad at UNC.
I don't know if Gonzaga gonna make it all the way there.
It's March Madness, Tomo.
That's what I'm saying. How we could make a bracket? We never know.
You never know. I got North Carolina.
Okay.
Versus Tennessee.
Oh.
I like how you did that.
Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I got North Carolina versus Tennessee in the championship game. And I got North Carolina winning it all.
You got North Carolina? Okay.
Yeah, that was my pick on CTC, and I ain't changing it. And that's what I did in the bracket. So that's what I got. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. I don't want UNC or UConn to win it this year. I don't want to hit my brother's mouth, and I don't want to hit Vaughn's mouth. So
here's the thing, though, man.
One of them two could win,
tight, huh?
Yeah, one of them two could win, though. UConn or UNC.
Here's the thing, man. This is not a 7-game series. It's not a best 3 out of 5. It's not best 2 out of 3. It's one game for your life, right? But UConn is really good, and they're well prepared for this tournament because of the daggone conference they're in. But I'm gonna go on a limb with this one, okay? I'm going Houston versus Arizona, huh?
Yeah. But
yeah.
Say it again, Joe. Say it again.
Who you got winning, Arizona?
I'm gonna go with Houston to win.
What?
Yeah,
It all?
I'm gonna go with Houston win it all. Yeah.
Wow.
Who they playing again? Who you got them playing again?
Arizona.
Okay.
Houston versus Arizona, and Houston winning the whole thing. So I got Houston I got Arizona knock it off UConn. Where it's like, if I had put money on y'all, I'm not even gonna lie.
Same here. Same here. I got UNC. Look, remember, I got UNC beating UConn to get there.
Same.
And UConn played them earlier this year and beat them.
So. I know. UConn nice. Well tested. But there it is. So Tomo, you got y'all both got North Carolina.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I got Houston. I ain't got North Carolina making it out of. I ain't got North Carolina making the Final Four. All right, let's get it. ACC, no.
I hope you're right.
I know.
I hope you're right.
With the hope, right.
Hey, I ain't in the ACC no more, so I ain't got no beef with them no more. I know one team that made the tournament that ain't gonna make it out the first 2 games. MSU.
Oh, they
might have to take a shot.
They might not win their first game, honestly.
That's true. They got Mississippi State, right?
Yeah, Mississippi State. So that's not an easy dub.
Yeah, but they got that 8.
But Tyson Walker is really good. I'm not gonna lie, he's really good. So
and Carl, see, but you said first. I mean, they gotta play North Carolina next. But I know you were big on Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah, I was big on Grand Canyon and JMU. I did feel like they were gonna make a little bit of a run, but I don't think they're gonna be able to make it to the Final Four.
And I know Carl is big on well, he not big on dating at all, but Carl is big on James Madison.
He do not understand the hype.
Yeah, JMU. Remember, I remember I put Grand Canyon and JMU in as dogs.
Hey, Dave, don't get upset by Vermont. They did just win a tournament too. So they
look, man.
That's a Duke way to go out, though.
Yo, I'm about to say, come on now. You know that's just something that we just might do. I'm just honestly. I mean, look how we played against NC State. We looked terrible. Like I said on the CTC though, the first time we played NC State, it was a close game. We were down like 3 the first time we played them, and we ended up winning that game. But they just show a lack of toughness for me, man. That's what I don't like. I don't like that. It's a lack of toughness, lack of effort. It's just
NC
they have no sense of urgency.
Mm-hmm. The same team that won more games and Cat won the ring than the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
That NC State.
Yep, that NC
Don't be upset. Don't be upset. They winning more games than NBA teams. It's okay.
Hold on. This school sounds familiar. I see a post something before.
The trauma. Then Joe just keep talking about that 30 points a game. I don't care about that 30 points a game, man. We need to win. Them 30s need to turn into a win.
Yeah, Kevo. UConn should definitely be the favorite. I like Tennessee representing that Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I used to live in Memphis, so I know about that Tennessee talk. It's like, people in Memphis probably like Tennessee talk. We don't even say that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say, what's the payout?
Hey, bro.
Hey, let's go to the chats, man. We having too much fun this morning, man.
So we have Instagram chats where we give all latest news first. It doesn't matter what sport it is. Well, it does matter because some sports we don't cover. But the major sports that we do cover though are NBA, WNBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, college football, college basketball, and combat, which is boxing, UFC, WWE. Pretty much we give you all latest news, no matter what it is. There could be a legal situation. It could be, surprisingly, it could be somebody getting married. It could be somebody having a baby. You know, it could be a baby shower. We don't know. When it comes to these chats, you never know what you're gonna see. And that could be good or bad. So, but no matter what it is, we tell you everything that's going on in the NBA. Like during the NFL free agency, the three of us triple team and made sure that we put out all the news that we can. We posted contracts like to let you know exactly what's the stipulation of the combat contracts and all of that. All that's in there. Who signed and where, who got traded where, who got traded for what players are saying after they got traded. Like Kenny Pickett said something earlier today. He felt like he did the right thing by going to Philly and not staying in Pittsburgh, even though he's still a backup. But
sound like he's trying to be a starter.
That's what he left because he felt like he had a chance. So
he about to pull a Nick Foles, man. That's Kenny Pickett and them fighting. Is that them fighting?
He just might.
He's fighting for his chance. Fight back, Kenny. Fight back.
He just might, man. But this is only on Instagram, and the only way you can get access to these chats is by becoming a member. In order to become a member, you can like this, share it. That little link, there's a link in the description. But if you don't want to do that, just hit member, comment member in the comment section. And one of us will personally find out who you are, find out your IG name, and we will send you the link so you can become a member.
Facts. And if you wanna just click the link below, then I can tell you about the membership because we got Kenny fighting back. You gotta get him back, Kenny. Because and if you also want to understand what these inside jokes mean, you definitely need to join the chats because for the pro level at $2.99, actually we have 3 levels. If you're not watching, we have 3 levels. I keep forgetting our audio listeners, man. We got pro level, all-star level, and the superstar level. Pro level for $2.99 a month, all-star level for $4.99 a month, and superstar level for $9.99 a month. With the pro level, you get loyalty badges next to your name and comments and live chats. You also get custom emojis to use. So like when Kev put the comment up here saying that the baby shower shots, hey, you could have put the "you're done, son" emoji right next to it. Instead of putting cases out, just put "you're done, son." So you got that. You also get priority comments. So because you're a loyalty member, you get that priority comment. And you get to join one sports chat. So any chat that Dave just went over, you can get to join one. It's March Madness. So I know a lot of people may want to hop on the March Madness, the NCAA chats, because you gotta put your bets in. And then for $4.99, no sweat, first bet, $4.99 a month, all-star level. You get the same perks from the pro level, but you get member-only videos, you get to join multiple chats, and you get to request a topic or a segment nominee. Segments are Not So Average Top 5. We got You're Done, Son, and we got Dave's Doghouse. But see, Dave's Doghouse is now expanded. It's not just a segment no more. It's a show. So imagine how much more detail he can go into when somebody that you want to put into the doghouse or put in a dog yard. For $4.99, make sure you become an all-star member. Or if you want, the all-star perks and the pro level perks, and you want to be a part of the chat that's on X. Not it's on Instagram, but it's also on X as well. Become a superstar. $9.99 a month. The R2L chat. That's the chat that I'm speaking about. That's the only chat that is available on X and Instagram. But it's for $9.99 a month. You can't just join that just because you're on X. You get to be a guest on the show, so you get to actually come on the show. You get awards and plaques to the top performers. The episode we have on the network right now shows you that we actually find the clip because it's based upon your numbers that if you win an award or not. We don't vote. The people don't vote. Well, the people vote by watching. So you come on here, you show out, you get an award. And you can go on our Instagram page once you become a member, or you can go to the Instagram page now and see that we actually hand out physical trophies. And we do membership. Yeah, there we go. Physical. That's all I said. Don't try to get us up. Don't try to ban us. Excuse me. And you get member shout outs. So shout out to Tone, FFT Coach, BWT Teddy, Cardo. We here. If y'all don't know who Cardo is, see the comments every show. We here. We got Donnell, Mr. Super Chat himself, and then you got the big 3. And I told y'all last episode, I tell you who the big 3 is after you become a superstar member. Click the link or leave the comment. Be a member today. And now we got to talk about one of the hottest segments on the Refuse to Lose show. This one here gets people riled up every single time. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's me, maybe it's Dave, maybe it's the comments. But Joe, the floor is yours.
Let's get it, man. Now you have his top 5 MVPs, man. Woof, the way to do this. It's been a while. I think it's a good time for it. Winding down the season, last month. All right, y'all. So let's get right to it. Why not? Number 5. So these are your top 5 most valuable players, MVPs, right now in the NBA. Top 5. Number 5. Let's bring it up. Anthony Edwards. Now, Anthony Edwards is up here for the mere fact that, they are fighting for that number 1 seed right now. And, he's averaging, 26 points a game. All right? It's not really a big case for him right now. Cat has went down. He's been holding the torch since Cat's been down. If Cat was out for a majority of the year, which is sad, I feel like he'll be higher in the standings, because for some reason you get dinged, right? Pause. For having the second play on your team. So not much to say about Ant. I can rebuttal, but right now 5 is Anthony Edwards. All right. Number 4, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hopefully I said it right. Now Giannis right now is averaging 30, which is 3rd in the league. 6.5 assists, 11 rebounds, which is 6th in the league. And he's the 2nd seed, shooting 61%. But he's miles behind the Boston Celtics. All right. But he's my number 3rd MVP candidate. Sorry, number 4. Number 3 is Jason Tatum. Let's put it up here. It's Jason Tatum, my man. All right. Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics are, sprinting ahead of everybody in the NBA in the standings. So, and while doing that, Tatum is still a top 10 scorer. So I had to put Tatum my number 3 because of his team success while being still a top 10 scorer. But we're going to move on to number 2. Now this one to get controversial right here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is number 2, y'all. Now look, my whole theory this year was like, man, whoever number 1 seed gonna win MVP. And the more I looked at everything, the more it told me that SGA is not the MVP right now. All right, but he's a close second. Right now, SGA is averaging 30.9 points per game, which is 2nd in the NBA. He's averaging 6.3 assists a game. He's averaging 5.7 rebounds a game. 54.5% from the field, which is 1st among all guards. He's 2nd in PER. He's 1st in steals. He has 49 games scoring 30 or more points, which is an OKC record. So SGA, and he is the number 1 seed. He has a number 1 seed sitting at 47-20. So SGA is number 2. But there can only be one number 1, y'all. And number 1 is Jokic. All right? It's Jokic. In my opinion, he should deservingly be a 3-time MVP candidate. But how the voters get swayed because of emotions, and B1 last year. All right? But let's talk about this year. Right now, Jokic is averaging 25.9 points per game, which is 14th in the league, 1st among all centers. We all are centers. 9.1 assists per game, which is 4th in the league, obviously 1st among big men, including Sabonis. 12.2 rebounds a game, which is 4th in the NBA. 2nd in double-doubles behind Sabonis. 2nd in triple-doubles behind Sabonis. And he's 2nd in PER behind Joel Embiid. But Joel Embiid is no longer eligible, so he's 1st in PER. And SGA is, I said SGA is 2nd, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I said SGA is 2nd. He's really 3rd, but he's 2nd behind Jokic because Joel Embiid is out. And those are your National Average top 5. I'm listening.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I think on speed dial. Let's get it.
I think the only one, not even that I have a question for. There's someone missing in this top 5 that was originally there in the beginning. Why is Luka not up here? That's what I want to know.
You're funny, Dave. You're doing that. Dave doing that. It's not for himself. He's trying to stir it up. So look, Luka's having a fantastic.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
All right, Luka's having a fantastic season. He's
there
averaging
he
30. I know. He's averaging 34 points a game, which is first in the NBA. He's and SGA is second with 30. He's averaging 34. So, like you know how great that is, right? While averaging 9 assists and 9 rebounds. But he's a 7 seed, Dave. Russell Westbrook was a 6 seed, had a triple double, and we were like, he the 6 seed. Why is he winning MVP? He the 6 seed. He only won that MVP because he did something historic that hasn't happened since the Big O played. I mean, last time I checked, Joel Embiid averaged more points than Luka. He was not here. So is he doing something historic?
No.
Now, I guess compared to like in the past, but Joel Embiid was averaging like 35, 30. No, I think he was averaging 36, something like that. So, no, Luka is a 7 seed, bro. He's in the play-in. There's an opportunity he could miss the playoffs. And we're going to give an MVP to a person who could miss the playoffs? No, sir, Bob. So I'm sorry, Luka. You having a great individual year, but your team success, in the words of Tomo, can you do it for me, Tomo?
Yeah, done, son.
At least for now. So you should have been in the doghouse.
I only did that because Joe asked. All right, my 20% of me being a Mavs fan is like, look, bro, I'm upset that he's not number 5. And Kev, ever since I had 20% of me being a Mavs fan, we've been winning, bro.
As he talks,
you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be 30% next time.
Yeah.
Every time they get closer to making the playoffs, this is gonna keep will be 50% once they get past this play-in phase.
Hey, I mean,
for now, I guess this is for now. MVP's for now.
For now. I mean, where do you expect y'all to end up at, Kev? I mean, who's ahead of y'all that y'all gonna jump?
Y'all gotta finish top 3 to be an MVP. 4 minimum. Can you at least get home court advantage?
Yeah, they gotta get Sacramento. They gotta
get Sacramento, Pelicans, and the Clippers.
I'm talking about 7 seed. I ain't talking about him being the MVP talk. So I'm just talking about.
I'll say this. I'll say this about the Mavericks though. In the last 19 games, they won 7 straight. Then they lost 5 or 6, and then they just won 5 or 6.
That's a crazy stat. But hey, Luka, you my dog, man. Hey, listen, y'all know how I feel about Luka, but you're not an MVP candidate. I'm sorry.
I don't think he watches basketball.
That's not Giannis.
I know.
And I mean, I guess somebody could make a case that maybe Dame should be over Giannis.
Get Dame out of here. First of all,
because I mean, Dame is 5-1 without Giannis.
5-1. 6 games.
Tell him.
Are we serious?
Tell him.
All right, look. So look, Dame,
I do like the fact that you have Ant on here, though. I'm glad he's finally getting some.
Oh yeah, Ant gotta be up here. I mean, first of all, there are not a lot of MVP candidates. Let's start there. All right.
Well, this list I like that. Now that I look at it, looking at the standings, this is okay. I can see the debate for Luka, but I like this list though.
Like all the stat stuffers are in the bottom seeds. Like KD, 8 seed. Who else? People on the top seed. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say is Luka Dak? Because you said stat stuffers, and I just thought about it.
Nah, Luka show up in the playoff. He actually level.
Do he?
Yes, he do. He's taking it to a different level in the playoffs.
Okay, we gonna see. I'm talking about this MVP stuff though. He on a team that's fighting to make the playoffs.
Nah, that issue. He couldn't. I mean, I just saw Luka and them beat the Nuggets. That's the number 1 team.
That was Kyrie.
Luka hit the 3 to tie it. And he had 37.
He hit the bucket though.
And he had 37.
Look, now I'm 15% a fan because you got me arguing against my team.
All right. So look, I do want to say this though, right? Because people, the main, like people ain't watching right now live that gonna have a scarf about this. But SGA and Jokic, like why is SGA now number one and why Jokic number one? All right, let me remind y'all, the last 13 MVPs, right? The last 13 years, whoever won the PER stat won MVP, except for two people. 2014, AD was a PER prince. He became number one PER, but his record was bad, kind of like Lucas. He was an 8 seed, I think. Russell Westbrook Russell Westbrook had the second best PER, and I think he had a low seed. The third best was Steph, and guess who won MVP that year? Steph, number one seed, number one, third in PER. The other person was Joel Embiid last year, and I'm telling y'all, Joel Embiid won that MVP because people felt sorry for him. I ain't even say he was gonna win, and I mentioned that, and he won. Jokic should have won that. Jokic was number one seed. He basically averaged a triple double, number one in PER. Come on now, and B winning number one seed in his conference. So wasn't even number 2 seed. I don't think he was number 3 seed. So
as of the show though, right now, SGA is number one.
Okay, so SGA number one in the seeding by a half game. So the guys who won PER but didn't win, they were like the 8th seed, the 6th seed, the 7th seed. Jokic just 2 days ago was number 1 seed. They are a half game up front of the Nuggets. Plus, Jokic, crazy. Jokic averaging 20, basically 26. I'm gonna get SGA 31. He averaging 26, 9, and 12. He's 19th in usage rate. SGA is 3rd in usage rate, and he averaging 31, which is 2nd, but he's 17th in assists, and I don't even know where he at in rebounds. But he is first in steals. I give him that. So
he's a guard, so he's not gonna be high in rebounds.
Okay, he's a guard. Why Jokic have more assists than him then?
I'm talking about rebounds, John.
Oh yeah, look, yeah, you see that?
Okay.
He's not gonna be that high in rebounds. That's what that's.
Yeah, you're right. Now I was just showing y'all that Jokic is 14th in points. I think SGA is like, I don't know, we got rebounds. 14 in points. SGA is 17th in assists. Jokic is 4th in assists. SGA is 2nd in points. Jokic is 4th in rebounds. SGA, I said, I don't know where he at with rebounds. He does have a high field goal percentage amongst guards, but
is SGA the point guard or the shooting guard though?
He's labeled as a point. He's a point guard. That's what he's labeled.
Then you got a point.
And then also, I even gave SGA props. I said he's first among guards.
He getting 6 rebounds a game.
Who?
SGA.
5 point. Yeah. 5.7. Yeah.
That's not high for a guard though. That's like.
No, it's pretty good for a guard. It is.
No, but what I'm saying, it's not like great. It's like.
Cool. He ain't Josh Hart, but yeah.
He pretty good. But like, I say SGA is 4th amongst guards in field goal percentage, right? Jokic is first among centers, which is probably not a lot. So he's 2nd amongst bigs. It's Giannis and him. He's first in assists for bigs, and he's just 4th in rebound. So Jokic is having a really good statistical season all around. So is SGA, but Jokic is also number 1 in PER, and they're fighting for number 1 seed. So it's a slight advantage over SGA. SGA got going for him is that 30-point streak thing.
I'm just saying though.
He's not even leading the league in assists. I mean, he's not even leading the league. The only thing he leads the league is first is like if he's leading in points.
He leads the league in 31-point games this year.
31. He leads the league in 30-point games too. Yeah. So he got 49 games going 30 points or more.
Though, you could have made him number 1 today, and then when you came back next week,
I gotta be honest, man. I mean, Jokic, and then another reason why, like SGA, he has to take it from Jokic. Like Jokic got a higher standard because he already got an MVP. So everybody probably looking at like, oh, SGA should get it because Jokic's been there. You know, if we flip flop and Jokic was if SGA was a 2-time MVP and Jokic was new to the scene, we would be like, man, this dude Jokic, you see what he doing? Yeah, in 26, 9, and 12, and then the number 2 seed, a half game behind OKC.
I'm trying to make sure this is right.
So,
but that's how like OKC owned them and they head-to-head matchups. So,
yeah, but we're not. I don't think we're really gonna base MVP off of a head-to-head matchup.
No, I'm just saying
they only did that last year. They only did that last year because of Embiid and Jokic.
Because the position.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I was just alluding to. I'm just addressing what Joe said about he got to take it from him. Like, when you see him, he's showing him.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we can go back
like
and forth all day. I'm just saying. Nah, I was just saying.
One good thing about both of these players, though, both of them play. They don't miss games.
That is true.
At least this year.
Facts.
That is true.
Facts.
So I will get them that. But those are my MVPs. I'm I'm gonna get some smoke in the chat. So I already know that much. But.
Well, I think you only get smoke from one person. So.
And then Tatum, whoever hating on Tatum being number 3, I'm sorry, bro. Tatum, listen, the Celtics are clearing the Bucks by 10 games. 10 games.
Yeah, they're the automatic 1 seed unless they go on a crazy losing streak. They don't 1 seed. So
yeah, they're gonna have to be crazy. They will have to tank like Bitcoin.
Exactly.
for them to not
tank like the Mavs did last year.
Oh yeah. That was bad. That's when I was 0% a fan. So yeah.
But yeah, that's I'm not mad at Tatum being out there at all.
Also, Joe, you need to update the couch, man. The Pistons are now officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Man, listen, man. Like keeping up with the non-playoff team is hard. That's what
I'm here for.
All right, cool. I got you. I got you. But like, but lastly about the Celtics, my bad. My 1-year-old just burst through there. I'm like, God. Oh my God. So look.
Said Tatum should be number 1. That's why.
Tatum, listen to this, y'all. The gap between the Celtics and the Bucks is the same gap between OKC and basically the Lakers. And the Lakers are 9th seed, bro. Like that's crazy. If OKC was in the East, right? Boston would still be clearing them by like 7 games. So they are that good of a team, and he's still a top 10 scorer. I gotta give him some credit. Can I put him number 3 at least?
Yeah, you know I ain't mad at it.
Like Giannis.
Some people may argue about him being 2 or 1 though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 2 or 1. No, but come on now.
Some people might though.
Some people put Giannis above. I'm like, bro, he is clearing Giannis by 10 games. I'm sorry, and Giannis got Dame. They got it. No, when y'all trade for Dame, everybody like,
he got Dame.
Made them the favorites to win it all too.
I thought you said God dang, but you said he got Dame. I was like, huh? What you talking about?
No. He got Dame with him.
Yeah,
like they said, coming to the season, they were the favorites, not the Nuggets.
Nope.
They were the favorites,
mm-hmm.
And also you got your coach. You're the reason why your coach got fired.
Mm-hmm. He the reason they didn't hire Nick Nurse because he didn't want him as a head coach, and he the reason why his head coach got fired.
Fact. So if somebody said, but Joe, they still number 2 seed with all this controversy, why they got it?
Exactly.
Like, come on now. He the reason why they got the controversy. Like, come on now. I mean, it's like, come on, man. It's like we warned a guy to get 3 interceptions, and they still went, bro. You threw 3 interceptions. You just because you got us out of mud that you put us in, don't mean you don't get credit for it.
Yeah, here we go.
Don't for Trevor Lawrence, but go ahead, guilty conscience.
We got some NFL news though. So Netflix is now releasing a spinoff of the quarterback and making it a receiver. It's going to.
Oh my goodness.
It features Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Why George Kittle?
Debo?
Why Debo? George Kittle and Debo?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
They're on the same team.
Exactly. They about to be talking to each other.
I know. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I'm gonna say that. What I like about quarterback is the 3 type of quarterbacks they chose. They chose Mahomes, great. Kirk Cousins. In
the middle,
on the fence.
In the middle, Marcus Mariota. 3 different type of lifestyles. and then the next 3 was what? Joe Burrow. It was Joe Burrow.
Stafford. I think Stafford on there too.
Stafford, and who else? I think we all. It's funny. I think I mentioned Dak should do it.
He turned it down. That's what they asked. Remember, we did the topic about it. He turned it down.
I thought Joe Burrow, Dak, and
That would have been a good season.
and like
The way we lost to the Packers,
Oh, no.
I'd have loved to seen that episode.
I think
Dak, you did the right thing.
I think a good receiver one would be Jettis, right? Jettis, your star receiver. Amari St. Brown's good because he's like on the rise, right? And then your third one could be like a Hollywood Brown, like something like that, like a receiver that's not on that tier, but he's still decent, kind of like how they had Marcus Mariota, right? 3 different type of lifestyle, 3 different type of
or they could have made it Jawan Jennings.
Can I get more points up there? I got Debo.
No, what I'm saying is,
I got you.
If you take those 2 out, this
and he just
the lineup is they got Adams, which is they would say the top tier route runner in the league, and then everything that he dealt with in Vegas. I think that's why they reached out to him. Then you go to Justin Jefferson, who is becoming one of the best wide receivers in the league, and then he had the injury. Yeah, so you got that. Now where it gets a little shaky, and I'm not disrespecting Debo and George Kittle, but it's like I believe that the Debo and Kittle, they could have left them off and just used Amar St. Brown.
I think if you were gonna use one of the 2, use Debo.
Yeah,
that's the one that you want to. That's the one you want to hear from. You want to see that George Kittle. He always talking and stuff like that. We know he's a goofball. He's a jokester.
I know the episode that's gonna be good though.
Debo, you know you're gonna get some ammo, and especially Eagles fans. You know
there's 2 episodes now. I just thought about it. For Kittle, it's gonna be when he wore the F Dallas shirt. And for Debo is when they go back to Philly. Oh, this Netflix good.
Man, no, hey, and Kittle gonna be when he was having too much fun and then pick up the fumble too in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So. What just happened?
He just put me on the big screen with the shock face. That's crazy.
Hey, that's my.
Oh man,
all right, let's get out of here. Great show, fellas. Tuesday. I've been getting my days mixed up lately. But Tuesday is today. But man, hashtag swiper season. Like the bean. Man, listen, the NBA, y'all, hear me out. We have a good chance to get to the Western Conference Finals. But I need the Nuggets to get the number 1 seed. Nuggets get the number 1 seed, we good money. We have a nice road. That means we'll have to play OKC or Minnesota first round if we're the 6th seed. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but think about this, y'all. And then second round, we could potentially play basically anybody that's not a Nuggets. Like we might have to see the Nuggets until, like the Clippers, New Orleans is our bad matchup. They gonna have to play Nuggets second round. So like the Nuggets and the Pelicans are out of our way. Like, woo! But like I watched that Memphis game just because they have like wingspan on the wings, bro. It was tough on us. I'm telling y'all, when teams have wingspan, right? On the wing, then you got to watch what you say nowadays, right?
Wings, I see you over there struggling, man. You like they got defenders on the wing, all right?
You know what I'm saying? Look what I'm doing, all right? they got this. But yeah, but Commanders, man, keep cooking. Jaden is our guy, I see. So I'm happy about that. Caleb, hey, I'm still gonna be rooting for you, bro. So I'm gonna prove to carry wrong. Let's get it. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to R2L.
Yeah, shout out to the whole network. Welcome back, Coach, for FFC. Welcome back, my guy. Glad to see you back. I think I have just 2 things to say. Miami Heat. Why is it that always during this time we got a whole bunch of injuries happening right now? I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm not upset because of the record. I'm not upset. It's just the injuries just keep happening. Tyler Hero, we don't know when he's gonna come back.
Right.
We don't know when he's gonna come back. And then we already got Josh Richardson out for the rest of the year. He ain't coming back at all. And Jimmy just missed the last 2 games. So I'm not sure what's going on. But get healthy, please. That's all I'm asking. Just get healthy. I ain't worried about the record right now. Just get healthy.
Y'all definition of coasting, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Always coasting. Always coasting. Just get healthy. Let's get healthy. And John Lynch, thank you again for not trading for Zach Wilson. Thank you. I appreciate you. We signed Josh Dobbs. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Don't ever in your life ever think about trading for Zach Wilson again. I'm glad you made a second thought and was like, you know what? He not even worth a 7th round pick. Let me go ahead and take that back. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Other than that, tune into the Doghouse tomorrow, 8 p.m. I will be live.
Help.
See, I didn't know that Mahomes had something to do with the production team on this quarterback show. Mahomes gonna find a way to get some money, man. He won the Super Bowl. You talking about distractions? These are like the ultimate distraction. I'm sorry. Brady, it's got to be Brady or Mahomes at the top. They got to be at the top as far as like quarterbacks who deal with the most distractions in the season and still found ways to win. So when I hear any other player that comes out and does podcasts, interviews, it don't matter what you do. That's no form of distraction when you got these two guys who one he had to deal with Taylor Swift, the other one had to deal with glitch gate, fumble gate, camera, any gate that you could think of was associated with, and then you got the Hernandez. It's so much that Brady had to go through and still found ways to win. So I just say all this to anybody that's listening. If they can fight through that, you can get off your couch and go to ICDC college because I was watching that commercial the other day. So you can do anything in life. That's all I want y'all to know. And shout out to everybody on the network, man.
Kev, I would agree with you if we didn't just gain the 3rd round. Hold on. I would agree if we didn't just gain the 3rd round pick for Chase Young signing with the Saints. I'm not worried about losing the 5th round pick if we got a 3rd. I'm good.
Just like that.
But they ain't got nothing to do with that counting, though. It had everything to do with just what? Wasn't like
he talking about the report.
Yeah, he's talking about the report that we lost a 5th round pick and got a 4th move down.
Why y'all lose it though?
It was some money that it was from something that happened in 2017 where they tried to make it seem like we made the we weren't under the cap, even though we should have been under the cap. Yeah, it was bookkeeping. Just put it that way.
2017.
Yeah.
What happened that year?
We got Jimmy Garoppolo that year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that for what you trying to say? You brought his Patriot ways over?
I don't know.
That's somebody else who keep getting jobs. We talked about Odell yesterday. How Jimmy G keep getting jobs?
He's a good backup.
He is a good backup though, but dang, he just bought the Patriot way to 49ers his first year there. Dang. God. That's crazy.
The only one that can move money. Jimmy G can.
Jimmy G got there and the cost y'all pick off that move. That's crazy.
Yeah, but shout out to the
and the funny thing about it is
we could have had both. We could have had both.
Commanders got y'all a 3rd. Look at what's going on. Adam Peters still helping the 49ers out.
Yeah, we could have had both, but I'm not worried about it. We still got 10 picks. Well, we still got 11 picks. We could have had 12, but we got 11. I'm not tripping off that. It's a 5th round pick.
And y'all been doing well since like
exactly. I'm not worried about that.
He trying to stop y'all from.
That's all. He just mad Hassan Reddick got his contract restructured because he might get traded. That's all.
How they do that to Hassan Reddick but pay Brandon Graham? All right, that's enough.
Well, he don't lose money. They just convert it to a bonus, so he get it now basically.
But what I'm saying is Kev didn't like that. If you go look at the chat, he ain't like that because he think that Hassan might be because they said Hassan might be traded.
But they paid Brandon Graham. What's up? What is this?
He's a vet. Remember, Hassan Reddick had issues last year too with his coaching staff.
I mean, the whole team did. You see how bad that defense was?
That defense was terrible.
I'd have been upset too.
Sam Howell about to get he got an opportunity because of the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles.
What's the 5th round pick y'all had that worked out for you, Kev? Don't go to other teams. What's the 5th round pick you had that worked out?
We sure wasn't the first pick when they got Jaden Reagan.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Washington's a 5th round pick.
5th round pick. And that worked. We know what we're doing.
All right, this is gonna be good. This is why you need to click that link and become a member. This is definitely going to carry over to the chats, man. Look, he's saying everything but a 5th. Kelsey was a 6th. All right, fellas, let's get out of here.
We still have our 6th though, Kev. I'm not worried about that.
You see your last words, Tombo?
Yeah, my last words was the distraction.
Oh,
Kev distracted. Look, see, he distracted us. See, look.
All right, let's get it. All right, y'all. Hey, Kev, I'm really gonna hit you up, bro, about TK Sweets. All right.
Nah, I really am too, though. I might hit you up tomorrow, actually.
Hey, y'all got sugar cookies? I'm asking him like he on air. I'll talk to you off air, Kev. My bad.
I definitely need a make sure your lady had them vegan recipes ready.
That's why. All right.
You having too much fun in the chat.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all Thursday next episode.
Kenny Pickett.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.